Okay, welcome back. Happy New Year to all my subscribers. Hope you're all doing well and got all your goodies for Christmas. I didn't do too badly. I pre-ordered this figure back, can't remember, September, October, whenever it was announced, and I think it was about 23rd of December. Got a notification it was in stock. So I paid off the balance and it was delivered around about the 27th, 28th, can't remember exactly. I've done an unboxing, my initial reaction was pretty disappointing, to be honest. I'll go into that in a minute. The packaging come in pretty nice. Just show you quickly. You've got like that Dark Stars World. Masterpiece 1979. You got like an image of the alien partly there. It goes round. Looks like the tail section. So that's the slip cover, and then it comes in quite a decent hard cardboard box. Very slim. Several sections. It's got like a felt line into it, very hard foam. So when you're taking the figure out, if you've got this figure, you should remove it from the bottom there and ease it out because it's quite tight around the head. This is the original body it come on. I'll go into that in a second. And some of the accessories, you got the two pens for the airbrush, little pot of paint, a couple of spare hands, which just generic hands. They don't really match the colour of the body. Well, they do actually, but they don't match the other set of hands that come with it. A pair of feet there with hinged toes, but they're covered up by the sandals. Just show you quickly. There you go. So they slip off. They're just cheapy feet you've seen before. Got the hose, which doesn't really attach well to this bottle. So the little brush, a little paint pot, I should say. And that's that. Unfortunately, the suppliers, I won't mention, so I don't want to embarrass them, they didn't supply me the rest of the accessories, which come in a separate box, namely the skull and the egg, because I went for the full set. There was an option just to buy the egg with the regular set, but in for a penny, in for a pound. Really like the posing options you can get with this chair that comes with it. It's a nice chair. The back can come off as well to be a bit more accurate to the one he used, I think. It's not badly done. It's a bit rough. It's like a faux leather. Same sort of leather that his coat's made out of. The bottle's nicely done. I'll show you that. And this top keeps coming off. Needs a bit of blue tack or something to hold it in. You can attach the hose to this little nozzle here on the left, but attaching it to the actual the pens, the airbrush pens, is a little bit tricky, so I might have to glue that. The original body is over here. This is what, set this down for next minute, it's killing me. This is the original body it come on. It's got a bit of a paunch on it. This neck connection is really shit. As you can see, it's really tight around the neck. It's been painted so it matches the skin tone of the head, so that's nice. But I'm going to listen to that. It sounds terrible. There's hardly any articulation in that, just a little bit forward and back. Obviously you get side to side in the head, but when you try to move it forward, It pops off. It's got a black, like a brown neck plug. It seems like it's a bit of a mishmash, this figure. The hands are nice, nicely sculpted to hold the paintbrush and the airbrushes and the normal brush. See there, it's quite nice. And they seem to be painted to match the head sculpt, but the other hands are just a pair of hands that come with any figure. That's a bit disappointing. So the body I swapped out for a Interbay body. Let's see if I can get it side by side, because initially it just looked too big in my eyes. So say that's about the same height, take into account the feet, you know, it adds about another inch to it. So if you have got this figure, my suggestion is get yourself an Interbay body, Bruce Lee one. You might have to modify the feet to get the boots on, or a gang hood body, Asian type, and I think that will work really well. Obviously the clothes are tailored to a bulkier body, but it doesn't look too bad in my eyes. So initial disappointments out of the way, let's talk about the good points, which are many. Start with the boots and work our way up a bit. Let's see if I can show. I don't know if you can see. Let's have a look. Get in the light. Really nicely sculpted boots, like a Cuban heel. And yeah, I'd like to get some more casts of those. They'd be ideal for other figures. The trousers have got like a flare to them. Let me see if I can bring this light down so you can see a bit better. Sorry for this unprofessional guerrilla style, but 2017. I should make more of an effort and set it up better. Anyway, there you go. There's the boots. There's the flares. I like the flares, they're cool. Paintbrush. So this is rapidly turned into a bit of a nightmare. But this guy was inspired by his nightmares. Used to take opium to not have so many nightmares. That's kind of like, don't know if that helped. Yeah, very inspirational artist. Had a big effect on me over the years. From a very young age, to be honest. First saw his work, my dad brought back a poster book, which I've still got, of some of his work before Alien. I'll do another video on that separately. It's a really nice book, very disturbing images, but yeah, I think I'll get those prints mounted, framed, and I think I'll be doing some more videos on this figure in the future. Once I get the other accessories and you know, this was my first love. This is what really got me into collecting. Started collecting the AVP egg base, the 7-inch figure, Alien vs Predator. But it was really the Alien that sort of really got me into collecting figures, big and small. So it's really nice to have this in 1/6 scale. So I'm kind of going off 1/6 now, and I'm thinking of selling up, to be honest, and just going with statues. Not completely, but I'd like to get some nice alien pieces, and some more work from Giger, whatever way you want to pronounce it. He's done a lot of work. A lot of it's very dark, a lot of it's sexual. Yeah, very cool dude. Got the long black leather coat here, very thin material, like a pleather, very nice. And this kind of goes in scale with my Carlito's Wave figure for height now. As you can see with the McFarlane alien there, it's in a bit of a crouched position, but it looks more in height, in scale, especially with the Aliens Warrior, which I'm doing some work on. All the rubber on here was all the paintwork was all flaked off, so I've repainted all this. Just got to touch up the striped sections. So that to me looks about the right height for Giger, and maybe I'll get a Hot Toys big chap. Maybe I will do something different. And a friend of mine is doing something with his figure when he gets it, and that'll be cool. If you're watching, respect to you and really enjoy your work, and hope to see your diorama soon. That'd be really cool. And I've been thinking about doing something similar. We'll see if that happens. We'll see. But yeah, can't wait to get the skull and the egg, and to set this up. Probably just have Giger and the alien and a few accessories on a shelf, and that will look pretty cool. So anyway, I know it's a bit of a ramble and a bit of a downer, I suppose, because the figure is nice, the head sculpt is really good, but out of the box it's a bit of a letdown. You know, I'm sure people that have ordered this will forgive the shortcuts they took with the body and replace it. The clothing is very nicely done, very nicely tailored. Wish I could go into it a bit more, but not really doing it justice with this setup. So just a quick little video to give you my thoughts. So that looks really nice, really nicely done. It's just plastic. The bottom's coming off. It needs a bit of weight in there to stop it toppling over. But all these things I need tinkering with, and it's part of the fun, I suppose, just getting it looking perfect in your own display and to your own personal taste. So I hope you like it. Big respect to Giger. Many thanks to him for creating the alien. And yeah, I hope you liked the video. Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.